Viewer discretion is advised.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
What's going on, guys? It's that guy with movies back here again, and you're wondering, your intro is a lot less shaky than it actually is. Well, I did get a selfie stick at my local dollar store, so I'll be using this for now on because I don't have anything on my phone case that I can hold it with. So I got a selfie stick at least, so it'll be a little bit, a little bit more kind of steady. But today's video, we're just going to be doing some usual thrifting, and I'm also going to be doing a movie review at the end of this video, which is going to be my Bad Boys for Life movie review. So let's do our thrifting now, and let's go on to, and then after that we'll go on to the theater, so we can go see that movie. So anyway though, guys, let's go out there and see if they have anything today, if they have anything, so let's go. Alright guys, inside Goodwill right now, and we'll take a look at what they have on the end cap first. They do have a few Blu-rays here, but I did grab one, but nothing else that really kind of interests me. There's Jersey Boys here. This one's brand new factory sealed. I never watched this one. I know Clint Eastwood did it. I rented it from the library one time and I never watched it, but they got that one here. Besides that, it's just kind of standard thrift store kind of movies, like Sherlock Holmes or Walking Dead, Hunger Games. You see that stuff everywhere. But this is a pretty good deal, $7.50. I believe it's red tags that are on sale, but inside out, if this was half price, this would be a good pickup, even though I do have the 3D Blu-ray already. But really good movie. They have that one here. And now we will start going down into the DVDs here, seeing if there's anything that's interesting worth talking about. They have Life here on DVD, but I already have that on Blu-ray, so I don't really need that. And if we keep going down here, there doesn't seem to be too much else that's great to talk about on the end cap. So now we will go here and take a look, and I'll just keep going down just to see what they have. And I don't know, I don't see too much to talk about over here first. They do have some TV show seasons down there. Your standard IMAX ones that you always have to have at your thrift store. They do have a lot of these multi-feature sets. This is a 80s comedy one, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Both great movies here. I've never seen Fast Times, but Breakfast Club and 16 Candles, gotta love those ones. And we got this one, the Ultimate Matrix Collection, which comes in like a really cool box for 12 bucks. You can't go wrong. It's got a whole bunch of discs in it. You got like the Matrix, you got the three movies, and then you have the Animatrix, then you have the Matrix Experience, plus this little booklet, but I do already have all those movies anyway, except I think for the Animatrix, I don't have that, but it's pretty cool set. Really cool. Just talk about that, but if we keep going down, nothing else worth talking about here. There's this thing, I don't know if you had a kid, I guess, Treasury of 100 Storybook Classics. You got a whole bunch of like scholastic books on here. You got like Curious George, Harold and the Purple Crayon, Where the Wild Things Are. There's a look at some of the things on there. Like Chicka Chicka 1 2 3. All the stuff I remember when I was like a little kid. But if you have a little kid, it's 17 bucks. Pretty good deal. But if we keep going here, here's another multi-feature set, Indiana Jones, The Adventure Collection. I, of course, do already have all 3 of those movies, well, all 4 of them. But, yeah, pretty cool set if you don't have any of those ones. And if we keep going down, nothing else. As well as over here, not too much to talk about for, like, stuff that's on sale. But we keep going down, already backing into the purses here. And if we keep going up, sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast, it's just there's nothing to talk about. It does have the Sin City Recut Extended. It feels kind of light, probably somebody must have stolen the discs, but it's a really cool set. It comes with a copy of one of the stories from that was adapted from, I guess, the Frank Miller comic into the movie. It's a really cool set. I do have that exact same thing, but it is complete and it has the discs. But if we keep going down, and then you got some other TV show seasons. American Horror Story, that's on sale for $6. It would be $3. Oh, sorry about that. Whole bunch of Top Gears. I don't know, never got into that show. And if we keep going over here, these little sets are cool. These collector's edition Fox ones. Kind of like gimmicky, I guess, but they're really neat to have. I have a few of them. This is number 3 for Independence Day. Awesome movie and some pretty good special features. Here's the really cool thing I want to talk about: the Bruce Lee Ultimate Collection. This has the Big Boss Fist of... Hold on. There we go. It has the Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, Game of Death, and Game of Death 2. I highly doubt, I think some of them even have Bruce Lee in them, but because I know he died in like 73, so he probably, I don't think he completed one of his movies. But if we keep going down here, it was just interesting to talk about. And if we keep going here, not much else to talk about over here. And we will go by the other rack. This would have been cool to pick up, the Incredible Hulk. This is the 90s animated series. I don't think I ever watched this, and I remember like the Spider-Man one, and I think like the Iron Man one. I don't remember the Hulk one, but they got that here, but no disc. But if we keep going down, I think that's the only release of that show as well. And that seems to be pretty much about it for over here. So let's go over to the other rack and we'll see what they have over there. And actually, before we go on to that other rack over there, I do want to show you guys something interesting. Saints and Soldiers here. This one is nothing really that special. It is a bootleg, but if I open it up here, sorry, hold on. That's what's on the inside. So apparently this was gifted as a present to somebody for their birthday. They're saying Alex is sexy, apparently. Somebody said I'll second that. Back off, I have first dibs. Happy birthday. And somebody on the bottom here says, in 2 years I'll be able to drink. So thought that was pretty funny and interesting. So there's that. Alright guys, we're over at the rack right now. I don't really see too much here to talk about, so I'll just go through this super quick. And if I find something to talk about, then I will. So yeah, it doesn't really seem to be too much. You got a whole bunch of these like double feature sets. Like you got No Country for Old Men, Gone Baby Gone, Limitless and Blow, Police Academy, Hot Fuzz, and Shaun of the Dead. Got a whole bunch of those, but I do already have those already, so I don't need them. But if we go down here, once again, nothing. So I think we'll just go on this other side really quick. These are a couple of those James Bond sets, but I got most of those already. That's pretty much about it for Goodwill. Alright guys, we are heading on into Savers right now. So let's go inside and see what they have today. So inside Savers right now, we will be taking a look at nothing, basically. So yeah, watch me as I struggle to find something to talk about. It is pretty much all the same stuff that's been here for the past, I think, 3 trips that I've gone here. This is pretty cool. An Evening with Kevin Smith 2. Already have it though, don't need it. But, you know, just try and go quickly here. There's like nothing to talk about, so I think I'll be out of here right away. A lot of these like British DVDs which won't play in my player, Enemy of the State, Scream 2, there's a whole bunch of these here. A couple down there, The Mummy, Seriously Funny, I don't know what that is. But yeah, that's about it. There's nothing really too much. American Pie, there's another one of those British ones, but and then there's just a couple things up there. That's pretty much it, so let's get out of here. Wow guys, this is actually much easier to do it this way, holding onto the selfie stick. So today is day 2, and the only thing I'm going to be doing today is, sorry, I'm just going to put it up a little bit here. The only thing I'm going to be doing today is going to see Bad Boys for Life. So let's go over to the theater. I'll go watch the movie, and I'll give you guys my review and thoughts of it afterwards. So let's go there now, and we'll see what they, or not, let's see what they have. Let's watch the movie, and we'll see how it is. Hopefully it's as good as Bad Boys 2. Alright guys, it's actually a couple of days after I've done all my shopping and going to see Bad Boys for Life. So, I'm going to do my pickups right now, and then I will do the Bad Boys review afterwards. I don't really have too much to show you guys, so we'll just get started here. So, the stuff here that I do have to show you guys, actually, one of them is a new Blu-ray. I'll save that probably for last. And the other 3 are Goodwill pickups. Of course, as you guys saw in the video, the only place that I did pick up stuff was from Goodwill, and Savers do not have anything. I don't know, I think I might have to stop going there for a little while because they haven't had nothing for like forever now. But anyway though, like I said, I do have some stuff to show you guys here, like I said, all from Goodwill. So let's get started. I only picked up 2 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray there. So I'll show you guys the Blu-ray first. And this is a movie that I rented from the library this summer, or last summer I guess you could say, on DVD, and I got it on Blu-ray here. And it's a movie that I've been looking for a while now. I did enjoy this movie, and I really wanted to get it. And I actually kind of want to watch it again because it was that good. And that is The Judge here on Blu-ray. And like I said, this is a really good movie. If you guys have not seen this movie, I highly recommend watching it. Some great acting in here from Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. Actually, I think Robert Duvall got nominated for Best Supporting. He was really good in this one, but man, the main standout was RDJ. He does a phenomenal job in this movie. This is a really good movie. If you guys don't like courtroom dramas, if you kind of find them too slow or something, if you only want to watch one courtroom drama, then make it The Judge. Like, this is a seriously good movie. It's really interesting. It is kind of long, but because it's almost 2.5 hours long, but it really doesn't feel like that. It was a really good movie. Great acting, great plot, kind of like suspenseful as well, because you want to keep watching just to see what happens. It's a seriously good movie. I highly recommend watching it. And I did the code already, so I'm sure I can show you guys the inside. The disc was like really dusty for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe the person didn't touch this Blu-ray for a while now. But yeah, that's what it looks like inside. I did use the code already. And there's not really too much for special features on here, but I don't know, whatever. At least I have The Judge here on Blu-ray, and I did rent it from the library on DVD. They don't really have too many Blu-rays there. They just have DVDs. So I just rented it on DVD. I watched it when we were camping. And yeah, really great movie. I highly recommend watching it. So just put that aside there. So that's the only Blu-ray that I picked up, except for the newer one that I'll show you guys in a couple minutes here. And we'll just get onto the couple DVDs here. The first one is a double feature set. It's a 2-movie collection of 2 movies that I did not have yet in my collection. And that is, it's kind of gross here, and that is Firestarter here. So this one includes, of course, the original one and Firestarter 2 Rekindled, which I believe was a TV miniseries. And, you know, Firestarter actually has a pretty stacked cast. Like, you get a young Drew Barrymore in here, Heather Locklear, Martin Sheen, George C. Scott, Art Carney, you know, based off a Stephen King novel. Really stacked cast there. And then the second one, you have Malcolm McDowell, and you also have Dennis Hopper as well. So less kind of star power, but you have bigger stars in the first one. And they're actually quite long movies. Like, I know Firestarter 2, it's a mini-series, so it kind of needs to be long anyways, but it's almost 3 hours. Firestarter is almost 2 hours. And, yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like inside. So you have both movies on their own disc. So that's kind of what it looks like in there. And, yeah, I haven't seen these movies. So if you guys have seen one, or if you guys have seen one of them, or if you've seen both of them, then leave a comment down below and let me know how it is. So that is the Firestarter 2 movie collection. And the last one here I have to show you guys is, I see it often, I guess, but I just never pick it up. And thought I'd just decide to grab it now. And that is the Lord of the Rings here. This is not the live action ones. This is actually the animated Ralph Bakshi one from the late 70s. I thought I'd grab this one. It looked kind of interesting. I have seen all the other Lord of the Rings movies, including the Hobbit ones. I really enjoyed those movies. And Lord of the Rings here, the animated version, shouldn't be no different. And that's pretty much what it looks like inside. It's just your usual kind of snapper case. The disc was mint as well, so I guess it kind of worked out. But yeah, the Lord of the Rings here, the Ralph Bakshi version, thought I'd just grab it just to add it to my collection. And that was everything from Goodwill, and unfortunately it was a little bit of a disappointment of a trip this time around. But I've got one more thing to show you guys, and it kind of enforces the reason that it's a couple days later. And yeah, I'm filming this on Wednesday right now. By the time you guys see it, it will be Friday. But the newer movie that I picked up here was the Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital combo pack of Terminator Dark Fate here. I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was not too bad, but you know, this movie had a lot of potential. It could have been so much better than what it was, but you know, unfortunately, the Terminator series is kind of a mixed bag. Terminator 2 is my favorite movie, like, ever, I'd say. And everything else kind of ranges from pretty good to not great. But Terminator Dark Fate here, kind of the middle ground, I guess you could say, out of all of these. For me, I'd probably say Terminator 2 at the top, Terminator Salvation. What would I give Rise of the Machines? I'd say probably this one, Rise of the Machines. I'd say probably Terminator 2, Salvation, this one, the first one, Rise of the Machines, and then Genesis at the very bottom. I did not like Genesis at all. That one was really super confusing, and I don't know. But this one, with the plot of this movie, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again with all these Terminator movies. They keep bringing back the T-1000 or some variation of it, and it's just getting really tiring. They really need to get some more ideas with Terminator movies, if they even keep doing them, because this one was a big box office bomb. And, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just kind of put this series to rest. Nobody really kind of cares anymore. But that's pretty much what the inside looks like. It does have the DVD underneath. I used the code already. But Terminator Dark Fate here, it wasn't bad, but it could have been so much better, though. And it could have done so much better at the box office as well. So that is Terminator Dark Fate. Mostly just grab this just to complete my Terminator collection. And that is about it for all the pickups I have to show you guys. Some pretty short pickups here. We're only 7 minutes. So now I will go on to my quick thoughts on Bad Boys for Life here. My pretty belated thoughts on it. And I'm not going to say like what it's about or anything. It's, you know, it's a Bad Boys movie. There's not really too much of a really great plot involved in it. But I will say that this movie was a whole lot of fun. It's the weakest one out of all the Bad Boys movies for me. I know a lot of people think that this is the best one out of all the Backstreet Boys. Oh man, the Bad Boys movies. Yeah, everybody thinks that this is the best one out of all the Bad Boys movies. I thought this was the weakest one, actually. It's just really kind of missing the whole kind of Bayhem aspect. Like, I really like just the kind of like crazy, over-the-top Michael Bay action that you kind of expected from Bad Boys, because this one, he had no involvement in. He does have a cameo in the movie, but he has no involvement in it whatsoever. Though I did hear he's coming back to produce Bad Boys 4, which probably will be coming out in a couple of years. But, yeah, this one really kind of lacks the energy that and scale that the Michael Bay Bad Boys movies had. It is definitely smaller scale action, so if you're going in there expecting some big action set pieces, like big, huge ones, you're probably going to be disappointed. But this movie does have a lot more heart than the other ones do, which is why some aspects of this one are better than the other two. But yeah, it's got more heart. You kind of know more about the characters, and you do get some really good characters being introduced. And it's just an all-around really fun time. I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend going to see it. I'd say probably a 6.5 or a 7 for me if I had to round up to rate it. But yeah, probably a 7 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed it. But anyway, though, guys, that is about it for this shopping thrifting for movies video. And actually, one more thing I have to talk to you guys about. There are some pretty fun little cameos in the movie as well. Reggie from Bad Boys 2 comes back.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Mr. Burnett. I'm Reggie.
How old are you?
I'm 15, Mr. Burnett.
Motherfucker, you look 30. You taking Megan out?
Yes, sir.
How old is you?
15.
Shit, nigga, you at least 30.
I believe Jerry Bruckheimer had a cameo as well, but yeah, some really fun cameos. Them, Michael Bay, and yeah, just a really fun time. But anyway, though, guys, that is about it for the Shopping Thrifting for Movies video. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Instagram and Twitter links will be in the description down below if you want to follow me on there. The IMDb or my IMDb profile link will be down below in the description of this video as well, so you guys can check out what I've been watching recently. Also, if you're new to my channel or if you already subscribed, be sure to click the bell to be notified of future videos. A new video every Tuesday and Friday. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.